Hoo-hoo. Sorry. Great afternoon. Ooh. Welcome to your makeup checkup as you shake up your makeup. Get excited. See my shirt? Shake up your makeup. See if anybody joins me on today. We're going to see, doing some different things. We're going to see how this is going to work out. Hey. Hello. Say hello if you're a guest. Tell us who you're a guest. Oh, hey, Robin. You're not a guest. You're one of our awesome new beauty consultants. Welcome to your first video. Get excited. So I'm giving another minute. We're going to jump right in. Today, our topic is your makeup checkup and shake up your makeup. You know, we're going into a new season. We're into those summer months and having to do some things differently, right? So get excited about that. I am the dynamic, daring, one-of-a-kind Diva Denise Silas, the leader of the Supreme Divas unit, and so excited for you to be participating in our weekly lunch and learn type of deal. I'm gonna call it something else. I got to figure that out. Color and conversation. Our noontime color and conversation. I think that is the actual name of it. And hopefully my lighting is okay. I'm not actually doing a actual color tutorial, so I figured this lighting was okay, but we are going to talk about some key things that's very important right now for our makeup bag. We've been talking over the last couple of weeks, just giving you some different looks, talking about having more of a summertime look, something more neutral, natural, and soft. So today I was like, let's make sure we're being prepared and that we have revisited our makeup as we're going into, like, really launching into this new season that we have upon us. So let me jump right in. So we're talking about our makeup bag. We're talking about some key important things that's going to make sure that we are taking care of and being prepared right for our makeup. So a couple things I want you to first think about. My first topic is just your locations of your makeup. We always say makeup bag. You know, people always just say makeup bag, but you may actually have 3 locations or multiple locations for your makeup. So it may not just be one place that you're looking at. You may be looking at multiple places. And this is the way I want you to look at it. And you may have a process of where you put things, but these are the things I want you to consider. First, I want you to consider what you need to be on the go. What does my on the go bag look like? It looks like this. And it looks like it's a whole lot of lip products. It's all about the lips, because that's what I take with me on the go. Lips, lip gloss, lip liners. So that's what I need to have in my purse. That's maybe you need to freshen up. It may be my pressed powder in that bag. Hey, Rosie. So these are the things that consultants, definitely you should have pen and paper, and you want to be using this because this information that you can share with your customers. So the first location is my on-the-go bag. This is what mine look like. A great gift from Mary Kay with the bees. But in here, what do I use on the go? What do I need to have with me in my purse? And if I'm out and about, it may be refreshing my lips, right? Refreshing my lips. I may have my lip liner that I need. I also may have pressed powder, which is not, it's somewhere in a different bag. Just don't happen to be right there. So maybe my pressed powder. But we may have our beauty blotters. Beauty blotters may be in your makeup bag just to help you pat down your oils. You may have that in your makeup bag. For those who have very oily skin, you may have your oil mattifier in your makeup bag. So this is the on the go, the first location, my on the go bag. What do I need to have on me? Depending on your individual needs, you may have lip balm in your on the go makeup bag just to help freshen up. So anything that you need to freshen up quickly that you will have with you. So that's the first. My second location for my makeup is going to be, I call it my bathroom bag. The bathroom bag, it may be your bathroom counter. It may be, but it's located in your bathroom. It will stay in your bathroom and it doesn't need to go with you. What would be in that type of bag? You will have like an eyeliner. I don't need to take my eyeliner with me. I don't need to take my mascara with me. So mine is my Mary Kay bag. So I only need to take that with me. I don't need to take like my powder with me. I don't need to take my foundation with me. So these are some of the things that would be in your stationery in your bathroom that you grab and use to prepare your face. I would need to have my foundation primer with me on the go. So I would have that separately. Hello, Darnisha. Thank you for watching. And our topic today is shaking up our makeup checkup. So we're first talking about our locations for our makeup. So I already talked about our makeup bag that's on the go. That's maybe something that you put in your purse. And this is my point to all this is you don't necessarily have just one bag where everything is in the one bag. You keep yourself better organized if you create reasons for the bag. First reason, on the go. I'm moving around. Hey, Markeisha. And I just need my lip products, lip liner, beauty blotters, my lip balm, stuff that I would refreshen, press powder. Then now we're talking about our bathroom bag. What is my bathroom bag? When I'm preparing my face, my eyebrow pencil, my concealer, my eyeliner, my mascara, my foundation, that would be in my bathroom bag, you know. As far as that, of course, we have our eyeshadow compacts and, you know, that type of makeup, but that's not something that needs to go with me all the time. If you are needing to refresh your eyeshadow during the day, couple things. In that bathroom bag, you need an eye primer. In that bathroom bag, I want to have you look at how you're applying and what you're using to apply. What else is in my bathroom that doesn't need to go with me? My brushes. So how do I keep my brushes? I actually have a... for easy to get to, I use a mug that's in my bathroom that I have my brushes in, and you know, you can get those brush canister type of deals that you find at like your TJ Maxx and different stuff like that. But this just makes it easier for me to grab the brush and start to use it. So these are the things that sit in my bathroom. My last location, what is my last location? I call it things that you use on occasion or for occasion. So what that type of product look like? Well, I have you know, some glittery eyeshadows that we had previously. I won't use that on a regular basis, but I'll use it for special occasions. We have had a really bright red like lip lacquer type of deal that we had a little probably a couple seasons ago, and I keep it. And that's, you know, when I want to pow wow wow wow, and somebody may be looking like right now like your lips are pow wow wow wow. It does even a little bit more than, I mean, look, it's really intense. So that's in my on occasion or for occasion bag. So, you know, if you wear lashes, that may be in your for occasion, or for you, maybe your bathroom bag. But just being able to put stuff in. And let me show you what I have purchased as a way. Yeah, I took it out of my bathroom. One of these thingies. Yep. So for my eyeshadow compact that has the extra eyeshadows I don't wear regular, guess what? They're in this. For my compacts that we have, and you know, you may have a previous color that you love, but you're just not using it currently. Guess what? It's in here. So any occasion, for occasion type of stuff, I put in here that I use. So let me see what else is in here. Oh, my extra compacts are in here. And what else I got in here? We had some previous, you know, our Mary Kay at Play. Yes, I still have Mary Kay at Play shadows if I need some blue. So I put that type of stuff in here. We had some previous stuff. So it's not, I'm making room in to always have my current stuff that's in my bathroom, and then any previous stuff that's not hasn't expired, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. That's what's in my on occasion or for occasion little tote thing. So to keep myself organized. So we had 3 spots, right? Our on the go, our bathroom bag, and our on occasion or for occasion. Hello, Sonia. How are you? Nebraska, right? Did I get my location right? Are you Nebraska? Help me, help me, help me. Because I love seeing New York and Tennessee, and we have Illinois on. So I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so now moving on to the next thing. So now I want you to take your makeup bag, and then now you have to take everything out of your makeup bag, and now you're going to separate them out. You're going to make some categories for your makeup bag. Your first category is this. These are my go-to. Like, I love it. Like, I have some lip glosses that may go to sometime, but then my beach bronze, for me, beach bronze and Shock Tart are, yes, great. I am doing well. So you're going to separate your 3 products and your products into 3 categories. One is going to be the not my favorite. So you're looking at it and it's not my favorite. Then you have my go-to. And then it's occasion or for an occasion. So taking that, because I think sometimes we're trying to put everything lumped into one thing. So when you're trying to find just the basic eyeliner to use every day, you can't find it. Why? Because it's mixed in with all the other stuff. So you're going to take and spread things out. So you have not my favorite. What does that look like? You might have got something free, right? And you thought it was going to work, but you keep forcing it to work. But we don't want to force anything to work. We want to get ourselves better organized. We want to remove stuff, kind of like what we do in our clothes closet, right? So you're doing the same thing with your makeup wardrobe. So not my favorite, my go-to, for occasion or on occasion. So you'll use it, but you know you don't use it all the time, right? So you don't use it all the time, but you need to have it available to you. And I have several of those types of lipsticks, right? So that's the first thing. So you're going to separate your products like that. Also, let me back up. You're going to do that step secondly. We're going to categorize our products first. I got ahead of myself. So what I want you to do is take the makeup bag out. You have lipsticks. You have lip glosses. You have lip liners. You have some of your shadows if you have in different type of compacts. You may have our liquid eyeshadow. You may have our old cream color eyeshadow. So you may have your shadows. You have your brushes. So now separate all of your products that you have in the bag. You're going to do that first before you do my not favorite, my go-to. So I want to do that first. So lipstick, any facial products like your primers, your eye primers, you're going to separate that as well. So you need to separate that out. Once you separated that out, now I'm going to take my lipsticks and then I'm going to say, not my favorite, my go-to, or on occasion or for occasion. So what might that look like? You found a lip color. You're like, oh, this looks cute when I wear this outfit. But it's always like you're forcing it. So that either may be on occasion, like if I wear that particular outfit, I can wear this particular lip color. Like that's the only time. That's a for occasion type of lip color. Or you got it and every time you're wearing it, it just seemed like, oh, I couldn't get it. It's not working anymore. That's your not my favorite. Versus, you have your colors that you go to. So separate that out. That can be in your eyeshadows as well. And then we're going to look at that. Then for your brushes, do the same thing. If you have any brushes that looks like that they're now not as smooth as they used to be, you're losing bristles, it's time to probably upgrade on your brush set. If they look all mangled like looking, hope I'm using the right word, and hopefully you know what I'm talking about, then get some new brushes. Your brush game is very important in how smooth and easy your products go on and how they blend well, because the biggest thing is blending. If for your foundation brushes, if you've looked at like the product is building up, we're going to talk about cleaning them, but you clean it, you've been having them, you had it for a couple of years, it's time to get rid of that and get some new brushes. And guess what? Because of how the makeup industry works, there are probably better tools to use if you had that for a couple of years. It may be a time for you to upgrade, and you don't know what you don't know until you try something different. You're like, oh my gosh, where have I been? I should have been using this. So get yourself exposed to some new products. I know for me, it's always hard for me to change over because I love our Mary Kay stuff and I get used to doing something. And then I was like, okay, let me put that to the side and try something else. I'm like, oh, this is even better than before. So we just have to be open to change, especially when it comes with the beauty industry. So we've categorized it. Now we're looking at our not my favorites. We have our my go-to and occasion. Your my go-to, what location does your my go-to need to be in? Is it probably your on the go bag that goes in your purse? Is it something that needs to be in your bathroom? Usually it's one of the two, because if it's for occasion or on occasion, that can go into the separate. You don't need to have access to it. The reason why you want to take those things out, I promise you, when you're getting dressed in the morning, is much earlier. You guys, I have so many different colors and stuff. What I would do, like the night before, like if I had to be somewhere early, especially for our empowerment breakfasts, this was my thing. If I had anything early like that, have to be ready, be prepared, I would figure out the look that I'm going to wear the night before. Just like we figure out our clothes, literally, I would figure out the look that I'm going to wear before. Every product that is needed will be sitting on my sink. So in the morning when I'm getting dressed, I just go right to and create the look that I'm looking for. I know for some people that may sound crazy, but a lot of times people say that they don't wear a lot of makeup because all the time that it takes. Well, when you take out the preparation of it and you just go into it, it takes less time to do it. Which leads me to, you want to have a go-to. So when you're looking at your products, what are your go-to products so that you can always have a go-to look? You know, you want to have a go-to look when you have it on your pinks. What's your go-to look when you have on your reds? What's your go-to look if you have on your purples and plums? And, you know, what's your go-to for your browns? Even categorizing that and how you keep them together will help you save time in creating when it's time to create. You know, is your red lip liner near your red lipstick, or they are, you know, one is in the bathroom, one is in the makeup bag that's in your purse. Put your items together so it make your life easy. For those of you who are really organized, in your closet, don't you have all you color code your closets? And I don't do that. That's what I've seen people do, and I'd be like, wow. But it's the same concept. So they can easily find what they need. So you're creating the same concept in your makeup bag. So you've taken stuff out, you have everything out of your makeup bag, whether it's your drawer, your bag somewhere on your bathroom counter. You may have a little tray that it sits in. Now, since everything is out, you've moved them out the way, let's now clean it. Let's clean them. Why do we want to clean it? Because of the the dead surface cells on our face now getting on our brushes. Why do you want to clean it? Because of the oils and impurities of bacteria. So you want to clean out those surfaces where you keep your makeup stuff. If it's compacts, and just using wipes to do it. If you're able to, you know, for your makeup bags, if it's the type that can go into the washing machine, go ahead, put it in the washing machine, use hot water and let it air dry. If it's something where you have to wipe out because you can't put it in the washing machine, go ahead and wipe it out, soap and water really quick. Really good, and then use like those alcohol wipes to clean out, to make sure you get all your bacteria out. That helps you to now have the space clean. It doesn't make sense to clean your brushes and you keep putting it back in a dirty bag, right? So we want to do that. So let's talk about cleaning our brushes. I forgot my soap. Oh my God, I forgot my soap. So I was looking at a video that I did before and talked about cleaning our items. I love this. So this is our brush cleaner, but I use it mainly, just telling you what Denise does, I use it mainly for our brushes that I use powder, for our eyeshadows, for our pressed powder. Anything I use powder, I'll use this just kind of on every other day to kind of get that excess off. I'll use this. But when it's time for me to actually clean the brushes, and I left it in my bathroom, I actually use I used to use shampoo all the time, just any little bit of shampoo, put in my hand and wipe. Then I discovered that our Time-Wise 3-in-1 cleansing bar is a great tool to clean the brushes. Being in my office, I cannot show you a demonstration, but I'll find the video and I'll post it here, just showing you how our Time-Wise 3-in-1 cleansing brush is a phenomenal tool to use to clean your brushes, and it really makes it easy to rinse all of that, especially that liquid foundation, out of your brushes. The liquid foundation, the cream to powder foundation, I love it to use it for that. And for my my brushes that I use for demo for our consultants, I use I don't just use the in between clients, I don't just use this. I physically clean the brushes every time with the soap and water, every time after using for a customer. This is more for me doing for myself. So I wouldn't just spray and then use it for another customer. I would clean it with the soap and water. So what does that mean? When we're back into the face-to-face world, guess what? You need multiple sets of multiple brush sets to use as demos to support your customers. And what happens is when a customer feels the phenomenal how soft they are, they want the brush set. So that's a side note when we get back to the face-to-face contact world. Wonderful. Hello, everybody. So hopefully if you are a customer, please put who you're a guest of so that your consultant can get credit. I'd love to see all the consultants as well. Hopefully if you are gaining any information, if you learned a tip that you didn't know before, please put it in the comments so that in case somebody missed that tip and they was like, oh, that is a good tip. So I want you to please put that information in. So we talked about cleaning our bags. We talked about cleaning our locations. And now let's talk about going through and getting rid of stuff. You cannot receive. If you're not releasing, you gotta release. You gotta make room for new. You have to make room for new. And best way to always relate this is to our clothing wardrobe. This is the same concept with our makeup wardrobe. We have to make room. That's why I move some of my favorite shadows that we may not have anymore into my for occasion or on occasion. So if I need that color, then I can go to it, but I'm not going to keep it with my everyday go-to my bathroom bag. I'm going to put it in that little storage area that you saw me share as a way to, separate it. So I have definitely direct access to the things that I need. Okay. So we talked about the brushes, talking about getting rid of brushes. We talked about cleaning the brushes and what we use to clean it. Now let's talk about getting rid of things. So expiration dates. Pay attention to expiration dates. Where I have found expiration dates mostly is anything that has sunscreen in it. So that's one of the things. So you want to be very mindful of it. Some of the products that we have sunscreen in it is our cleanser. I'm sorry, not our cleanser, our day cream. Then we have it in our foundation primer. We have it in our CC cream. So those are some that come to my mind right away. So you want to be aware of your products with sunscreen in it. That's one thing. The other thing is be mindful of, I see this happen a lot with people who have pressed powder. So, pressed powder comes in the compact, it's pressed down, literally. And a lot of times we use either a brush or use a sponge. If you use a sponge, and I think I talked about this on one of our previous video, if you use the sponge, the important things about that is you have to get that oil off your face first. Because a lot of times when people use a pressed powder, they're just trying to take the shine off their face and then give them back a matte finish. Well, if you take your sponge, don't take the oil off your face and continue to use the sponge on your face and then apply it back to your powder. What you're doing is taking the oil from your face and applying it onto the powder. So when you start to see your powder getting that wet look, that's the oils that's got onto that powder. So what you want to use is, remember we talked about earlier in our on the go bag of having our beauty blotters. So we're going to take the beauty blotters to release the oil off first. Then we will refresh them with our powder. So being able to do that. So a lot of times if you see your powder starting to do that, you just want to, either replace it or you start using a brush to help loosen the powder. Because even with my pressed powder compact, I use a brush. I don't use a sponge because it's still, now I'm taking the press and loosening it up on my brush and being able to apply it versus just wiping it on my face. That's with that. The other thing that I want you to think about too is when you're having products, even thinking about having multiple products. If you're having, especially with the brushes, when you want to look at applying, instead of having, remember we talked about when we're doing smoky eye, having a brush you can use for your darker colors versus your lighter colors. Because even when you're cleaning them with your brush cleaner, then you're having to not worried about the colors transferring. That makes it easier for that. So having multiple brushes, removing stuff. Right now, we're now moving into a different season. Springtime kind of sets us up for summertime. So hopefully you have already kind of looked through that bag and say, hey, do I need these browns or not? Do I, even for the season? Or remember we had that list of not my favorites? On that not my favorites list, there's a couple things that you need to decide it's time to move on. I don't care how long you've had it. If you said I've only used it once, stop fooling yourself to think that you're going to use it, right? You're not going to use it. If you have not used it in the last 3 to 6 months, let's go. If you have not used it in 2020 and it's not a part of where you have identified it to be for occasion or on occasion, it's time to get rid of it. Get it out the way. Stop fooling yourself thinking you got 30 lipsticks and you only use 4 of them. Because either you've gotten something free as a gift with purchase and now, you're not using it. So get rid of it. Move it out the way so that you can get something and you can face reality of what you really have versus thinking, well, I can't buy anything else. I have all this stuff. Well, you're not using this stuff. So let's make sure that we have available to be used stuff that we're going to use. So that's on my not my favorites list. So stuff you haven't used in 2020, stuff that you got as a gift, it looked like it's okay, but you never used it. Something that if you have not ever used it, donate it. Donate it. If it's not tampered with, you haven't used it, donate it, but get rid of it. That's important. So that's that not my favorite. So if nothing else, I want you to look at that and say, okay, what am I going to do with this? I haven't used it all year. Why am I keeping this? And just use the fact I have not used it all year. Let's get rid of it. Get rid of it. Yeah. Yes. Organizing tips. Yes. It's great. So that is, so expiration, not my favorites list, stuff we getting rid of. And then for your makeup, like I said, having multiple places. And then if you travel a lot, I know this may almost not even sound relevant right now because people are staying home. But even if you're a person who traveled, I always have two of things. It's easier just to have two things. Have a bag that stays packed. And then, so you have to ever worry about, did I grab my foundation? Because I have been caught without my brow pencil, you guys. For some people, not having my brow pencil is like them not having their lip color or eyeliner. Not having my brow pencil is an issue. So I now keep one to stay. It just stays in my travel bag. I don't care if I travel twice a year. I just don't want to be anywhere without my eyebrow pencil. I have gotten creative with eyeshadow and did all kinds of stuff. So that just makes sure, having a foundation. Oh, let me say this too, and then I'm going to wrap up. With your foundation, remember we talked about the different bags that we have. Right now, going into a different season, you may have to have, it may be in your for occasion, all occasion, your darker foundation, right? That you use in the summer months versus your winter foundation. So you may have to now pull out of your for occasion, on occasion, foundation shade. So the for occasion is for the summer months, and then put your winter, no need to have your winter foundation sitting in your bathroom to go stuff like with your eyeliner, everything, because you can't use it right now. So move that out the way and put it into the place where you're going to just have stuff sitting that you don't use. I promise you would save so much time in just doing that. And I probably would be real fabulous if I would do this with my closet as well. But it's the same concept. Does anybody have any questions? So we talked about locations for our makeup. We talked about going through our makeup bags and how to sort out stuff, where to get rid of stuff. And we talked about cleaning our brushes and cleaning our areas. Any questions? Because it is 12:32, so I'm going to wrap it up. Hopefully this was helpful. If you watch this later, of course, put hashtag replay, but I would love to know what you heard that made a difference for you in building and now you may have to build your bag. So if you're looking in your makeup bag and all you see is deep dark colors, or you see only browns, I encourage you now to say, okay, what do I need to add to my wardrobe? Like I would with my clothing, and say, give me a soft pink, give me a more neutral color that I can use to go with some of the soft looks that we talked about. That's another great way. Thanks for the hearts, Kim. So that's another great way, and Laura, to now just kind of revisit. So that's the checkup. If you look at your eyeliner, the last thing, I promise this will be the last thing, mascara. Let's talk about that just for a moment, because this is a big deal when you talk about check up your makeup. Your mascara is supposed to be replaced every 3 months. When does the clock start to tick? When you open it up, put on your mascara for the first time, bam, the clock starts to tick, because now you have made contact. Well, Denise, I only wear my mascara like once a month. Well, I'm sorry, but the bacteria don't say, oh my gosh, she only uses this once a month. Let's stop building. Let's stop creating bacteria. It starts that point of contact with the moisture and the liquid in the dark place. It starts to build with your mascara. So there's nothing else you need to look in that bag and say, okay, how long have I had this mascara? Is it time for me to replace my mascara? For consultants, a little tip I used to do, every time I have a conference, I would change my mascara. So I had a conference in January because as a director of leadership, I had a conference, our career conference. So that's usually March, April. We go to Dallas in the summer. I changed there. And then we had a fall retreat. I changed there. So I just would grab a new mascara every season. It just made an easy way because I wanted my mascara to be fresh. And when I do my makeup, my lashes to be fresh. And that was just an easy way for me to say, okay, it's time for me to change my mascara, is we're going to a new location. So just a little tip. And then once we get back to going to places, that tip will be relevant for you. But it may be some other thing for you in your life that it can be your signal to change your mascara, and for our guests as well. So No questions, no other comments. So hopefully that was helpful. Let's look into that makeup bag, get rid of some stuff, organize ourselves. So in the morning, we don't see it as being a task to get all fabulous, because we know our makeup is just enhancing us. So we don't want it to be work. We just want to be able to go bam, 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 put it on and be able to go. But we don't want to be trying to look like, where is this? Where is this? Where is this? And taking up more time to do that. So then it seems like it's taking us much longer to apply, where it does not. Especially for those who have to be at work at 5 a.m. in the morning. Oh, crazy. Or 6 a.m. Got to be prepared. Got to be prepared with your stuff. Hey, Kim. So, yes. So, wonderful. Hopefully that helped. Put any comments down if there's any other questions you have based on anything that I shared. I would love to have it. Thank you, Kim. So as you building your color game, Kim, you're going to be so fabulous. Your stuff going to be so organized. You guys, my best friend of 30 plus years has the most organized drawer I have ever seen in my life. And we've been friends forever, and that's one thing I have not. So you know, the thing I showed, she has a drawer, like it has sections and they're all found in the right place. So I was like, go girl. So I have a bag here. I have probably 25 lipsticks in there, you know, so I know where stuff is, but I know how to prepare the night before for the look I want for the next day to coordinate to make me look my most fabulous self. So you guys have a fabulous day and make it a great one. 19 ladies, 19 ladies, 19 is our number. 19 is our number. Let's see who hit their 19 items. Hey, Kimmy, hit their 19 items by tomorrow. Have a great one. Kim, you got to watch the whole video. It's really good about shaking up your makeup, checking up that makeup bag. Have a good one.